Hello and very good evening. This is Karthik from RajCloudTech-Technologies. First of all, I welcome you all to today's Salesforce Admin and Development Training session number 1. So hope you can see my screen and you're able to hear me properly, right? Can I get any answers in the chat box? Can I get any reply in the chat box? Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. So I'll just give two minutes introduction here, and I'll hand over the session to our trainer Deepak Garu. So from there, we'll start our session number 1. So before starting the session, so this is our YouTube channel. This is our YouTube channel, Raj Informatica Real-Time Hands-on Job-Based Training. In our YouTube channel, we have a many useful videos uploaded. Just visit once. If you like our content, give like, comment on the videos, and subscribe to our channel. For all the updates. I'm just sharing the. Yes, I have shared the channel link in the chat box. You can just click on the link and you can subscribe to the channel, please. We have almost 35.6k subscribers and we have uploaded 390 plus videos we have uploaded till now. And this is our Instagram page. So in our Instagram page, generally we will be posting about the job updates. So whatever the latest jobs available, whatever the referrals we have, so all these things we'll be posting on our Instagram page actually. So I have just shared the Instagram page profile link with you. You can just use the link and you can follow to our Instagram page as well. And coming to our website, this is our website. On website, you can check out here in the courses section. So these many courses that we are offering actually, please don't annotate. Yeah. Yes. So these are the courses that we are offering actually. The new courses are like artificial intelligence with machine learning, SAP S4 HANA and FICO, Salesforce Admin and Development Training, cybersecurity and ethical hacking. These are the new courses. And we have a few more courses as well here: Azure, Snowflake, Informatica Cloud, AWS, GCP, Python for Kids, Power BI, and W. Many courses are available. So just visit our website once so that you'll understand what are the courses are available here. And there is some special discount is also available today. Just stay connected till end of the session. Okay, so till end of the session, you're going to get the special discount as well. I'm just sharing the website link as well. And so I'll be giving the unmute access for everyone. Okay, so you can ask the doubts, whatever the questions you have, you can ask the questions in between the session also, but please make yourself mute when you are not asking any question. Okay. Yes, I'm just handovering the session to Deepak Garu. Meanwhile, so can you just share your name and WhatsApp number in the chat box, please, so that we can share today's session recording and material as well. Today is not a demo session, not an introduction session. Today is the session number 1 actually. We have already done with our demo session. We have already done with our introduction session as well. Today is our session number 1 actually. So to get today's session recording and the material as well, you can just share your name and WhatsApp number in the chat box so that we can share those things with you. Okay. Yeah. So let's take a 30-second small break and I'll just hand over the session to Deepak Garu. Deepak Garu, over to you, please.
Thanks, Karthik. All those of you who are here and you are able to listen to me, actively listening, please raise your hand once. Just a quick check. If you're there listening, just raise your hand so that I know who is actually listening to me. So I see Fermi is here, Shri is here, Bashir is here. Okay, somebody with 14379, I don't know. You can change. Sharik is here. If you can change your names, it will be easier. 14379. Anybody else who's here? What about Aisha, Satish, Hari, Praveen, Sridhar, Santosh, Naresh? If you're there, just raise your hand once. I just want to know who is there, who is listening. Praveen, I see. Satish, I see. Okay. So there are a few people who are connected, not active. There are others, good number of you who are connected and are active. So very good evening to all of you. As you know, my name is Deepak. Karthik just introduced you all to me. I had already taken a couple of demo sessions, or okay, we had a couple of demonstration sessions to make sure we reach out to as many people as possible interested in this program. So that we had done a couple of weeks ago, twice. And today, as Karthik just mentioned, today is official beginning of the Salesforce training. Okay. So today we are going to spend just 1 hour, though the actual complete schedule and the actual complete number of hours will invest from next week onwards, because as you know, when a new program starts, it gets a little difficult for everybody to make time at the same time. So 1-2 days, we want to keep it very simple and very short. But once we get into the following week, it will be a full-fledged schedule and full-fledged training. Okay, but nevertheless, these are first 2 hours of training. This is exactly how we would have started the training program. So everything is part of the official training from today onwards, from now onwards. Okay. Generally, I start my training program by giving adequate time in understanding who the trainees are, understanding about them, sharing about me, and a lot of things I do. But today I'll skip all of that, because as you know, what is also happening is we have opened up this forum today for anybody to attend the sessions today, and tomorrow anybody can attend the sessions. But the ones who register and are going to continue throughout the program will be there with us from the following week. Okay. So therefore, I don't want to spend time in understanding each one of you and taking your introductions, because if some of you may not be with us in the program from the following week, we'll just not be able to use the time wisely. So I'll skip your introduction from your end for now, but I would definitely want to know who all are sitting here. And for this, what I am going to do is I'm going to share this sheet with you. So all of you can see this sheet, right? Okay. So on this sheet, what I'm doing is I'm just asking you to fill up these basic details. I don't want your phone number, email, nothing. As a trainer, I am interested in 5 data points about you. Okay. So you just need to tell me, okay, each one of you, once I share the link of this sheet, you will just tell me your name so that I can refer to you. Your native place, where do you belong to? Okay, whatever is your native, not the place where you are currently connected from. So if your native is in, let's say, Visakhapatnam, but you're connected from Hyderabad, so you will say Visakhapatnam and Hyderabad. Okay, currently connected from is different than your native place. I want to just know what has been your education background, okay, whether it is BTech, non-BTech, or anything on those lines. Do you have any work experience, or are you are new to this work? Okay. And if you're already working, what is your current company? Okay. So if you can just let me know this, I can add one more thing. Yeah, I have added one more thing, which is called skills. So what are you skilled at? Okay, that's what I just want to know. So whatever you think you're skilled at, you are skilled with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, this, that, whatever you may have or may not have, whatever you think are your skills based on which you can, you get a job in the marketplace, you just mention those. So I share the sheet link with you. Each one of you will occupy just one row. You can see this is a collaborative document. Everybody can access it at the same time. So if somebody else is writing in line number 1, you don't write on the same place. Okay. Each one of you choose a separate line for yourself and you can then start writing. Okay. So let me share this. This will help me skip the so-called introduction, but still get all the relevant data points in one shot. So I'll give you exactly 3 minutes to get this done, nothing more. Okay, exactly 3 minutes time is what you will get. All of you, please access this link in the chat window. Okay, let me share this in the chat window. Please open this, and this particular sheet you can bookmark. Okay, you can actually bookmark this. We'll keep using this every day from here onwards. So everybody, please access this sheet. Go to this learners page, and make sure that you occupy just one of the rows, and just fill in these details. This does not capture any of your personal details like phone number and email. Okay, this is something that I wish to know about my learners every time I start training them. So please go ahead and put in your details, everyone. Anybody who could not understand, anybody who needs me to clarify what we are doing, please ask me. Anybody who has joined late could not understand what we are doing. I don't see anybody writing anything here. Is it editable? Are you able to edit this? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so you were not able to edit it. Now refresh, you will be able to edit. Refresh it kindly. I'm sorry. Okay. Just refresh it and you can start writing. Yeah, correct. Now it works. Yeah, Shri, I see you have filled up. Others, please do it as well. Okay, good. Tamil Nadu is actually not complete, but if you want, you can be more specific because I know few places in Tamil Nadu. Exactly. Fair. Kumbakonam. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. So only 4 of you is what I see. There's a lot of people connected, a lot of people are responding. But why is it only 4 people are writing on the sheet? I wish all of you kindly do this. Okay. This is important for me to know. Otherwise, I'll just refer to these 4 people who have written. Otherwise, I wouldn't know about others. Who is here, whatever. Okay. Quick, if you're doing it, kindly do it now. Else I'll just move forward without wasting much time here. So Satish, for me, generally I have heard Venkateshan, but okay, it says Venkateshan. Is the spelling correct? Okay, okay. And Shri. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, cool. That's very unique again. Okay. So fair. So Shri, Venkateshan, Fermi, and Satish, 4 of you have mentioned your details. I see one of you are connected from Singapore, Toronto, London, and Satish is native of Pune. But where are you connected from, Satish? From Pune again? You're connected from Pune. So native, you're based out of Pune and you are connected from Pune as well, right? Okay, sure. And all of you are either from, okay, Venkateshan and Satish are from MCA backgrounds. For me also has a computer science background. Shri, you have mentioned economics and finance, but you have not, okay, got any prior work experience. Fine, I can see that. Okay, Venkateshan has got 18 plus years of experience. For me has got 7 plus years of experience. And Satish has got 5 years of experience as of now. Fine. So others, I don't have your details, but if you would have shared, it would have been better. Uh, I see for me is working for Blueprint for All, and you have prior experience in testing, UAT, BA skills, and some Salesforce admin. Cool. We have Satish, who's experienced in IISc Informatica Power Center. Okay. And Venkateshan is a data architect. Okay, so he has skills on that. Fair. Fair. Okay, so I'll not spend much time on the introduction and formalities, as I said. This much is good enough for me to start relating to few of you here. Others, I just know your name, wouldn't know much about you. And I'm skipping the part where I generally introduce myself in detail and take your introduction in detail, because I want to very personally know my learners from the very beginning of the program. But we'll skip this part only for 2 days. Next week, when we connect, we'll get into more details about knowing each other. Okay. Very quickly, for those of you who had not been part of the demo session and you are joining me for the first time, I am Deepak. I'm a Salesforce certified instructor. Okay, these are people who had either in the past or in the present been authorized to deliver training on behalf of Salesforce. I used to deliver training on behalf of Salesforce at one point in time, not now. Uh, Overall, I have got 16 years of experience in different capacities in training and development or learning and development. And in addition to delivering training extensively on Salesforce for last 5+ years, I had also been delivering training on full stack development and communication and management skills as well. Okay, that's broadly or briefly about me. Let's make use of the time in learning about Salesforce. These formalities and more details, which can come later, we'll discuss going forward. Okay, here is where I take a complete 1 minute pause and I give you the free hand to ask me any questions either by unmuting yourself or by communicating in the chat, because different people have joined at different points in time. You may or may not be able to understand what exactly is happening here. If you have any questions that can help you get a better picture or clarity of what is happening here, please ask now, or any concerns, any issues you have, please tell me now so that I can address that. Else, for next 45 minutes, it will be a go, a lot of things that we'll learn for the first time today. Okay, anyone, any concern? Okay. So Elish, I see your question, but I'm not able to relate what is it related to, IISc and IDMC? What are these? Okay, so this is training on Salesforce. So I'm not going to touch upon anything related to Informatica. Okay, sure. Okay. So everyone, as I understand, none of you have any questions. So we'll get started and we'll use next 30 or 45 minutes in trying to understand some very basic things about Salesforce. See, one of the first things let us understand is at one point in time, there was no Salesforce. When did Salesforce come into being? Salesforce came into being in 1999. Okay, in 1999, Salesforce came into being, which means before 1999, there was no Salesforce. And I'm going to spend just few minutes time in helping you understand what was happening during that time and in what context actually Salesforce came into being. Okay, so Salesforce was conceptualized way back in 1999. Now, back in the 1990s, internet became a possibility, or let me call it a huge possibility. Okay, so people started accessing internet and internet opened up a lot of opportunities for everyone. Okay, so let me call it back in 1990s, internet became a huge possibility. Okay, people were going online, exploring what they can do, learning a lot of things. And back in 1990s, software development also was picking up. Until 1990s, a lot of people were not adopting the idea of building softwares and running their businesses on softwares. But back in 1990s, the trend started. People understood the value of taking things online. So computers, operating systems, software development started booming way back in 1990s. But there was two major things that was also happening back in 1990s. So in 1990s, software development started being taken very seriously, and internet became a huge popularity. But there were two other things that were also happening back then. One of the biggest problems that all software companies across the world were facing back in 1990s was software development had a lot of limitations across the world. All companies, major, small companies, face this. What they were facing is software development used to take, software development used to take a lot of time. Okay. So for example, let's say there's a huge bank. Let's call it a state bank. Okay. Let's say there's a state bank and there's a IT company. Let's say Infosys, for example. Okay. So let's say there's a bank and there's a software development company. So let's imagine back in 1996, okay, 1996, the State Bank approaches Infosys saying, I want a software. Okay, I want an enterprise software. Okay, bank wants an enterprise software. Enterprise software means what? Okay, see, these large companies require softwares for their entire company. They don't want softwares for managing one small function. They want softwares that can help them run their entire business online. Okay. So back in 1990s, let's say if a bank approached a company like Infosys and said, we want an enterprise software, company like Infosys would take easily 2 to 3 years time to build an enterprise software and deliver. Okay. So the request goes out in 1996 and the delivery happens in 1999. Okay, the software is built and delivered in 1999. But the problem is by the time 1999 the software is ready, the business has already changed. In 3 years to 2 to 3 years time, any business undergoes a very drastic change, and therefore these enterprise softwares that these companies were building was already falling behind in terms of the features they were able to offer. And the entire software industry was facing this problem where the software development was not happening at as fast as it should have been. Everybody was not happy with it. This was one major challenge that was there back in 1990s. The other challenge that was there back in 1990s was companies had realized the importance of CRM. Okay, CRM means what? CRM in simple terms stands for customer relationship management. Okay. Uh, just on the sidelines, let me also say that whenever I deliver a session, I keep it very interactive. I ask questions and I listen to the answers and keep it very engaging. But today and tomorrow we'll keep it less interactive because time is less and interaction will take away some good amount of our time. So at the end of the 1 hour that we had, we'll not be able to cover much. So I'm skipping the interaction part. But you're welcome to interrupt at any point in time, either unmute and interrupt, or if you want to drop a message in the window and interrupt, you're welcome to do that. I'll address anything that you have almost immediately. Okay. Now, back in 1990s, companies had already realized that it was very important for companies to manage and build successful relationship with their customers. Otherwise, they cannot stay in the competition. I repeat, till 1990s or about 1980s, companies were not very particularly careful about who their customers are. Okay, what is their background? Whether it was important to build relationship with them or not. That was not much of a thing back in 1980s. But by 1990s, companies had realized that hey, we have to take this thing very seriously, which is customer relationship management. So when companies understood that maintaining good relationship with the customers was very important, they also wanted some softwares that could help, okay, maintain or manage the CRM function. Okay, manage CRM function back in 1990s. But the problem was, though there were already some companies who had built some software that could help manage the CRM function, these companies, okay, these softwares were available on premise only. Okay, there were two ways companies were able to have this software. One is they'll purchase it from somebody. That company will sell the software, but that software will be installed on some specific desktop or okay laptop, and that can be accessed only in that particular place. Okay, cannot be mobile and all of that. Okay, whatever systems you install it on, only on that system you can access, not anywhere else. The other option was these companies would say, okay, you build a software for me, so I want, or I'll have my own IT team, I'll develop the software and I'll start using it. So there were a lot of challenges with the way CRM, okay, that was available back then in 1980s was working. So this is when, okay, Mark Benioff, who happens to be one of the co-founders, but the face of Salesforce, Mark Benioff was an employee at Oracle. And okay, and he spotted that there's a huge opportunity here for the world to experience something, okay, that they had not seen earlier. And that's when he conceptualized the concept of cloud-based CRM solution. What do we mean by a cloud-based CRM solution? Cloud-based CRM solution means you can use your CRM or you can access your CRM through a browser. As simple as that. Let's understand only this part. So your CRM solution that uh, you will purchase can go with you anywhere in the world, because all that you need to access that CRM is just a software, just a browser, internet connection and a browser. You can access the CRM. So it is not dependent on any office laptops or any office desktops. You can access the CRM from any part of the world. So that was a transformative idea back then. Okay, something like that did not exist, and that changed the entire okay industry. And Salesforce being one of the being the only first company to provide this. I think there was one other player who was almost around the same time pretty active, but Salesforce, because of the first mover advantage, went on to become one of the largest companies in IT today. And okay, it's a huge company with billions of dollars of revenue, and gone on to become a very successful company in just about 25-26 years. Okay, it's a huge company today. Now, why are we talking about it? So, what did I start with, and what is my entire point in discussing these things? See, I am trying to help you understand that this very Salesforce that we are talking about, okay, this is the official Salesforce website. Okay, the very Salesforce we are talking about, this company started in 1999. And back then, there was a certain context in which this company was okay conceptualized. Mark Benioff thought about creating a company like this because of what was happening back then. Okay, internet was new, but everybody was adopting internet, and uh, there was software development industry was going through a huge challenge. Okay, application development was taking uh, 2 years, 3 years time. The software industry then radically changed this thing by adopting or coming up with what we refer to as agile principles and agile methodology. So that's how things changed. Okay, back then it used to take 2 to 3 years time to build enterprise applications. Today we can learn how to build enterprise applications in a matter of few hours. That is the degree, okay, to which the world has changed today. Okay, you want to build an enterprise application, trust me, you can build that in few hours. And these applications can be accessed worldwide, okay, in the most secure fashion over the internet in just about, okay, immediately after it is deployed. Now, see, as I said, it's very important for me to understand your background to be able to understand what should I elaborate, what should I not elaborate. People who are here already, okay, at least 4 of you, I see that you have your MCA background, computer science background. Bashir, you say you have a B background, but is it in computer science or something else that you could specify to better relate to you? And Shri, I understand you may not be having any computer science background as such. Okay, so it's okay. Okay, this program does not require you to have any background in programming or any of the software as such, but you have to be able to understand the context in which, okay, all these things are happening. Okay, but then the reason why I came back to this sheet is to help you understand. Let's see. My entire focus today is in trying to help you understand the context in which we have decided to learn Salesforce. Okay, and what does it really involve? What exactly are we talking about when we say admin and developer and all of this? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to help you understand. So I repeat, any questions at any point in time, if you have, please feel free to interrupt, unmute, and speak. Okay, we'll get started doing few things very quickly, but let's understand few more points. Till now, whatever I have spoken, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, don't wait for me to give you a separate time to ask your questions. If you have any, just pause, ask, and we'll move forward after discussing that. All right. So now, okay, Salesforce, okay, was a company that was conceptualized way back in 1999. Okay, it was world's first cloud-based CRM solution. Now, how did it change? What did it really allow you to allow companies to do? Okay, so because of because as I said, see, why did Mark Benioff come up with the idea of creating Salesforce? He said all the all the companies are facing problem in having the software that they want. Uh, One, it is difficult to build. Two, it is difficult to maintain. It's very expensive. It is very time consuming. It cannot be easily scaled up. Scaled up means if today you have a requirement for some number of customers and tomorrow that number goes up by 2 to 3 times, you again will not be able to scale up your infrastructure that easily. So there are certain problems that the industry had. Accessibility was limited. So this is when Salesforce was conceptualized, and Mark Benioff said that why can't business software be as easy as Amazon.com? Because back then Amazon.com was already in the business, and people were able to just go to Amazon.com and start shopping and all. But having an enterprise software, a CRM solution, was very difficult, okay, and very painful. So when he came up with the idea of creating Salesforce, he wanted that software should be available one over the internet. That's why he made it cloud-based, cloud computing based. Two, he said businesses should not worry about maintenance and upgrade. Okay, so companies should not always keep thinking that, hey, my software needs to be updated or something has to be maintained. That should not be their headache. If their business is to sell, let's say, electronics, let's say Apple or Watch or whatever it is, then they should focus on that rather than on building softwares, maintaining softwares, upgrading softwares, because that is not really, okay, their core business thing. Whatever they are manufacturing, whatever they are providing service, let them focus on that. And Mark Benioff also was clear that this software should be scalable and they should be accessible anytime, anywhere across the world. So that's how he came up with the idea of Salesforce. And back then, Salesforce was offered as software as a service. Now, these are words you must have heard across in this industry. People who are from the software industry in some ways, they understand this okay, intuitively. The others, those who are new, you should understand that if I'm building a software and instead of directly making you the owner of the software, okay, let's say you want some software to be used. So I'll not come and build the software for you so that you can own that software. I'll build the software, I'll give you this software on rent. For as long as you want to use, you have to pay me the rent and I am okay earning in that process. So that is what we refer to as software as a service business model. So back then in 1999, when Salesforce was launched, it was only selling a software that companies could purchase and make use of. But then it realized that, okay, why just, okay, limit our software? Why don't we just open up our platform for others so that they can come and build solutions on this platform? Okay. For those of you who are not very sure about this very fundamental concept called platform, let me help you understand, because I'm sure I don't have to spend time in explaining what is the software here. Okay. So, but it is very important for us to understand the concept of platform. So let me explain the concept of platform, then I'll come back to this concept of SaaS and PaaS and we'll, okay, connect the dots. Okay. So point number one, what exactly is a platform? Okay. A platform, the simplest and the best definition of platform is a set of tools and technologies that allows us to build solutions on top of it. Okay. For example, okay, let's say, imagine any application you might want for yourself. For example, you want to have a very personalized application that can help you manage all your family affairs, or you want to have an application which can help you run a small online business. Think of any application. Now, where do you build this application, or how do you build this application? You build this application. For building this application, you need some tools and technologies that have to be put together so that you can start building the software on top of that. Okay, so that is what we refer to as a platform. So what am I saying here is, though Salesforce had its own platform on which it built the Salesforce software and started selling in the marketplace, later they said, let me not just, okay, sell software in the marketplace, let me give platform to my customers so that they can start building softwares of their own or applications of their own choice, rather than me giving a standard application and saying, hey, use only this. Let them have the freedom to build their own applications, configure the way they want, because every business entity is unique and everybody would have their own unique requirements. So Salesforce says, why do I have to give you the exact thing? Learn how to use my platform and start building the applications that you want. So this is when Salesforce, this is why Salesforce also entered into the business of being a platform as a service provider. And something that started off way back in 1999, and as I say, 26 years, they have invested in continuously engineering their platform, making it better and better and better and better. And today they have become a huge technology firm which offers you a lot of things than that you cannot imagine. For example, if someone asks you what is Microsoft, you cannot define Microsoft just like that, saying that, hey, Microsoft is a company that produces operating system. True, Microsoft produces operating system, but that's not the only thing Microsoft does. Microsoft is huge, and what it offers in the marketplace is very wide set of things. In a very similar sense, Salesforce also started off as a core CRM solution provider, but then it went on to become a huge organization that offers so many different things. So how do we define what is Salesforce today? So if you were to define what is Salesforce today, we would simply be able to do so by looking at what Salesforce sells. So if you look at what Salesforce sells, you understand what Salesforce as a company is. So Salesforce is an organization which sells technology based solutions to business organizations, okay, which is developed and delivered over cloud, okay, or call it cloud-based technology solutions built for business organizations. I'll give you a simple example, okay, you will understand this better. So let's assume there is Tata. Tata is a huge, big, okay, business group in India, okay. So let's say Tata. Now Tata has a lot of, okay, Tata is a huge group and it has a lot of companies. So let's say there is a company called Tata Motors, which is one of the entities of Tata Group, which sells vehicles, as the name suggests. Okay. And there is, for example, Tanishq, which is also a Tata enterprise, which sells jewelry. Now, okay, and there are, as I said, hundreds of other things that Tata sells. Okay. But what Salesforce says is, okay, you are a business entity, you have a vehicle business, you have a jewelry business. I can give you a solution that can help you manage your jewelry business online. Okay. Solution one that Salesforce can provide, okay, can be what we refer to as e-commerce storefront. So I can give you the platform that can help you build e-commerce storefront. For example, you can see this. This is exactly what I was referring to. This entire thing is built and powered by Salesforce. Okay, this is an e-commerce storefront. All large organizations which are doing business online, they have to be dependent on some solution like Salesforce. If not Salesforce, something that can help them build this e-commerce platforms. There are some players, big and small, but okay, using Salesforce to build an e-commerce front is having its own advantage. So the idea is, I'm saying Salesforce says you have a requirement to build a store like this, online store like this. I have a solution for that. That's called Commerce Cloud. Okay, that's called Commerce Cloud. What will Commerce Cloud allow you to do? Commerce Cloud will allow you to build a store like this. So you can uh, build a site called Tanishq, have all your product categories on that, all your product description pages on that. You can, okay, allow people to look at every design, look at, okay, the options, purchase it online, all of that, right? And for those of you who imagine it's a very small thing or simple thing to do, trust me, it's not. It requires a lot of work, lot of effort put by a lot of team members to be able to build and manage one site like this. It's not easy. Trust me, I have gone into layers of this. It's a lot of work. You need, okay, you need an entire team that manages the inventory. There's a team which manages the, okay, product catalogs. There's a team which works on the admin part. There's a team which works on the development part. There's a lot of things that happen imagining one store like this. So, okay, Tata's Tanishq business can approach Salesforce and say, I'll use your Salesforce Commerce Cloud to build my site. Similarly, Tata Motors might come to Salesforce saying that, hey, okay, I need a solution to manage my sales, okay, teams spread across 6,000 locations in India. Okay, I should be able to manage my sales teams, okay, spread across 6,000 locations in India. And if, let's say, assuming that, okay, 6,000 locations, that would be sales team, okay, of this size, maybe 20,000 odd employees working in the sales team. So I want some solution that can help my entire sales team, okay, management easier. And Salesforce says, yeah, we have something like that. We call it Sales Cloud. Okay. Then let's say this company called Tata Motors also says, okay, I want a solution for managing my customer support system. Okay, I want that across my country or wherever I have my services or products being sold, I want that customer should be able to reach out to me. I should be able to help them over phone, over mail, over chat, over all these things. I want a solution that can help me manage all of this. And Salesforce says, yeah, we have something called Service Cloud. You can make use of that. Okay. And similarly, the list goes on and on. There's Commerce Cloud, there's Sales Cloud, there's Service Cloud, there's Health Cloud, there's Financial Services Cloud, and all of that. So, what is the point I'm trying to make? The point I'm trying to make is, what is Salesforce today? It is a company which offers technology based solutions to business organizations. These solutions are built and delivered over cloud. So a company might, want a commerce solution, a sales solution, a service solution, and Salesforce says, I have all of them with me. Okay, I'm not just built one product and I'm specializing on that. You require a tool for analysis, I have Tableau. You require a tool for, let's say, all these options you can see here. Okay, you want a tool to manage the entire data that you have across the world in different places. I have Data Cloud for you. You want something to manage your marketing efforts. I have Marketing Cloud for you. You want something to collaborate with people. I have Slack for you, MuleSoft, Tableau. So there are a lot of things that Salesforce sells in the marketplace today. But what we are going to do is we are going to be learning Salesforce from a very objective viewpoint. Okay, what is that we want to do? See, we are going to focus on only one thing that Salesforce offers. There are a lot of things that Salesforce offers, but we are going to set our foundation in Salesforce by learning just one thing, which is called the Salesforce platform. Okay, this thing is what we are trying to build our expertise on. Okay, so out of all the solutions that Salesforce offers in the marketplace, we are trying to build our expertise in the Salesforce platform. And why I highlight this point is, once you become good with this, once you become good with the Salesforce platform, then you can actually go on to learn everything in Salesforce. You can learn Sales Cloud also. You become eligible to learn Sales Cloud also, Commerce Cloud also. Once you get a foundation in Salesforce platform, you can go ahead and learn anything and everything that is offered by Salesforce after this. Okay. Now, this is where we have to understand that, so there's a platform that Salesforce has built. What does the platform look like? What can be done on the platform? And what am I going to learn about the platform? Okay, and this is where let me ask all of you. I again want to do a quick check. Before I share the next important thing here, I want everybody who is listening to me, just raise your hand. There are a lot of options in the Zoom. You don't have to do a thumbs up or anything, clap or anything, because those fade, they quickly vanish. But once you raise the hand, it actually stays there. So I want to exact count of those of you are going to do this along with me. So Satish is going to do it along with me. Fermi is going to doing it along with me. Akhil, stay. Okay, once you have raised your hand, stay that way. Don't drop your hands. I want to see your hands. I lower it when I want to. So Shri, Akhil, Fermi. What about others? Dharni, Himabindu, Praveen, then Ram. Okay, Satish, you raised your hand. I see. Tablish, Venkateshan. So none of you are going to do it now. So Dharni, I just see your hand. So please, if you could, if you're there and listening, it's wise on your part to do it. Okay. Now let me just show you what this entire thing. So yeah, Himabindu, I see yours also. Okay, hand also. Fair. So those of you are do it along with me as I instruct. This is where we'll try getting access to a Salesforce org. Okay, we'll get access to a Salesforce platform. Now, Salesforce, whatever it sells in the marketplace, it says that, hey, you want to see how it looks like, how it works, use this. I'm giving it for you to learn and explore the product and everything in that. Then you can decide to purchase this from us. Okay, so these are not licensed orgs. These are trial orgs, as we call it. You can use this for exploring the product, but this cannot be used in real business cases because it is not a licensed org. If you want to use Salesforce, then you have to purchase the licensed org. All of you will go ahead and look at a URL called trailhead.salesforce.com. Because I'm already logged in, it's showing me on a different page, but let me see if I can log out of this. Or you just go ahead and try this URL. Okay, I'm just sharing it in the chat window. Just go ahead and try this URL. Open this URL. Out. Okay. I think you should be able to see yourself on a page like this. Okay. If you are here, you need to now sign up on this. This is creating your official Salesforce account. So what I recommend is when you click on sign up, the best way I would suggest is go ahead and say you want to sign up using your existing Google account. That's the easiest because all of us use Google. It will be very easy for us to just keep using that username and password everywhere. It will be a lot less troublesome. So if you choose a Google account, so choose an account that you are going to keep with yourself for all time to come. Because once you create this account and you start working on this, you don't want to again restart or create a new account again later. So once you have created now, you will start building on this. So keep this email ID, use an email ID which you are going to retain with you. And please go ahead and fill this particular form. There are just few details they'll ask about you. This is directly going to the Salesforce. You can, without any hesitation, without any concern of privacy and security, go ahead and share your details. I'll give you, 3 to 4 minutes time. Please make sure everybody does this. Everybody does this. And drop a message in the chat window saying, I have completed this. Just say completed or done. Anything on those lines. I'll wait for all of you to do this. You need to come to trailhead.salesforce.com and you need to sign up here. Once you're done, drop a message in the chat window.
Sorry, quick question, Deepak. I already have one created. Do I need to create a new one?
No. Last time I think we spoke on the same thing, right? So you don't have to.
Yeah. Okay.
Others, do it quick and tell me once you have done this because, I don't want others to keep waiting. So once you have, created the account, log into that. And you will see a page very similar to this, though the landing page will be a little different for you because you are opening this for the first time. Okay, so you will see some other things here, but this would be a very similar page. You will come and see something very similar. Quick, if you've completed this, write done in the chat pane. I hope all of you are doing it along with me. I'll wait just one more minute. If I don't hear anything from you, I'll just move forward. Okay, not waiting. Yeah. For me, good. You have it. So you have completed. Others? Okay. So I don't know if others are doing it, not doing it. Let's not, okay, indefinitely wait without knowing. So Shri, good. Okay, you have also completed. Okay. So assuming others are either not doing or, okay, I don't know where they are stuck. I'll just move forward. Okay. So once you have come here, once you have got into this particular page, the next task for you is just hover over your icon here, profile icon here on the top right. And below this, you see there's an option called hands-on org. Click open on that. I repeat, go to your profile icon, and here you will see an option called hands-on orgs. Okay, so when you click on this, you will land on a page like this. Just see if you have at least one connected org. Okay, just see whether you have at least one connected org. You may be having one or more connected orgs. You can just see whether you have got at least one connected org or not. If you have at least one connected org, just go ahead and click on launch here. Okay, and that's how you have landed in a Salesforce platform. Okay, we call it a Salesforce org. So you have landed in a Salesforce platform. Okay, so this is how a Salesforce platform would look like. Okay, now Salesforce org, org stands for short form for organization. So this is how a Salesforce org would look like. I will wait for 30 seconds. If anybody has any questions, any concerns, any disconnections, okay, anything that you're struggling with, let me know now itself, so that I know exactly what to do, or I can guide you whether to spend time on that, not spend time on that, all of that. Okay, so if none of you have any questions or concerns, let me help you understand a couple of things here. Okay, we'll wrap it up in just about 10 to 15 minutes, 10 odd minutes, let's say. Okay, exactly in 10 minutes we'll wrap it up, and we'll continue our discussion tomorrow. Okay, so what are we looking at is what companies pay Salesforce to use in their organizations. So if I am Tata Motors, I'll pay Salesforce to sell me this. This is what exactly Tata Motors will purchase. So what is that Tata Motors gets to purchase is the Salesforce platform. Okay, why would Tata Motors purchase licenses to the Salesforce platform? Because Tata Motors may want to build solutions on the Salesforce platform to meet some of its business requirement. Okay, now this is where let me differentiate that what Salesforce sells can be again categorized into softwares that are ready to deploy. So all that I mentioned earlier called Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, okay, Commerce Cloud, etc., Health Cloud, Financial Services Cloud. These are like Salesforce softwares that are ready to deploy, which means the moment you open this particular org, you will already have a solution that you want. Somewhere in this, you will already have that solution and a lot of features that you would want to use. It is already there within the org. So this is one type of things that Salesforce sells. Okay, these are called Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, and all of them. And then it also gives you the platform, as I said, right? So when Salesforce sells this platform as a service, what it does is it says that, hey, I have given you this, why don't you just go and build whatever you want? Okay, you want a recruiting app to be built? I don't give a recruiting app. There are some, what do we call as out of the box solutions. And there are some solutions which you want to custom build, something that you would want to build on your own. For example, Salesforce does not give you something called a certification app. For example, okay, there's an interesting use case called certification app. So I want a certification app to run my business. But when I purchased the licensed org from Salesforce, it did not give me anything called certification app. So what do? I learn how to build applications on the Salesforce platform. I develop the skills. I go ahead and build the entire application from scratch. So this is how there is something called recruiting app here, which has been built on, which has been built here. It's a custom app. And then there is something called a Dreamhouse app. Okay. And there is something called a travel app. Though what you're looking at is something, which looks very similar in terms of the home page. They are different applications and they should or could be configured in very different ways. We are just looking at some demos, that's all. Okay. So as a last point for the day, what I would want to say is, now see, this is what the Salesforce platform looks like. And if this platform is what Salesforce sells, there are two major skill sets required for this platform to be used. So let's say, represent Tata Motors. I have purchased this platform, licensed platform, from Salesforce. But how can I use this? I need expertise of at least two people who can help me manage this entire platform. And the others would be the end users. So they don't have to bother about the platform. They just need to know how to log into this, do their job and close. That's all. So there are two types of experts required. Two types of experts required to manage the platform. Required to manage the platform. One is called the admin skills, or two type of experts, right? So I call it, let's call it administrators, and the others are developers. Okay, so developers are required, administrators are required. Collectively, this set of people will build what everybody would want to use. So maybe, as I said, Tata Motors has a Tata Motors as a company has 20,000 employees spread across different parts of India who are doing their job. 20,000 people need not learn Salesforce, need not be a Salesforce administrator, need not be a developer in Salesforce. Maybe a team of 30, 40, 50 people would play the role of an administrator and a developer. And these 50 people will build everything that these 20,000 people would be using. So that's what is required to manage a platform like this. Okay, the skills that administrators would have and the skills that developers would have. So I'll rather choose to stop here before getting into more details around this, because when we come back tomorrow, I'll start off from this particular point. Okay, where we'll try and understand what is an administrator, what role does an administrator play, because that is the first skill set we'll try and build. So I'll help you deep dive deeply into the concept of admin and everything that the admin should be aware and should be learning. Okay, so anyone has any questions, you can unmute and ask, or you can ask over chat window. And I can take any number of questions for now. If not, you can leave for the day, and we'll connect at 7:30 dot tomorrow again. Okay. Unlike how today we started at around maybe 7:45 or so, tomorrow we'll not do that. 7:30 is when the sessions will start. So I can accommodate people coming 3 to 4 minutes late max, but nothing beyond that. At 7:33, 7:34, we'll get started and we'll start moving as per the schedule. Okay, today only because it was day one, we wanted a little lenience, but tomorrow onwards, we'll strictly start on time and close on time. So for tomorrow also, we'll have 1 hour of session exactly on these lines. Feel free to ask any questions at any point in time, either today or tomorrow. If you have none, you may please leave for the day.